record. An indirect offer is still an offer that seeks an immediate response, but not directly for using your services or helping them buy or sell. It is an offer to get something else from you now. Thus, it is called an indirect offer, which puts you into a relationship with them. So look at it like this. An indirect offer is an opportunity to add people to your database. In The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, the model that we follow in order to build a successful business is build a database. It means you're going to make a list of everybody that you know, that's your sphere of influence, and you're going to add them to your database. Feed it every day. That means you're adding somebody new to your database every day. Now, if you work 50 weeks, 5 days a week, you're taking 2 weeks vacation, that's 250 work days. If you add one person a day because it's a standard, set standards, stick to your standards. It's the path to success. That means a year from now, you've added 250 people to your database. 250 people on a 36 touch should generate a 10% return, either direct or through referrals, which means 250 people a year from now is generating 25 closed sales for you, Zara. If your average commission is $10,000, Jose, that's $250,000. So if I said, Jonathan, if you add one new person to your database every day and you communicate with them systematically, a year from now, you will have a database that pays you $250,000 a year. Would you add one new person to your database every day?
Absolutely.
Cool. Now, don't answer this question out loud because I don't want you to. And everybody on Zoom, don't answer this question out loud. But did you add somebody to your database yesterday? Now, if you didn't, you're not following the standard, because I say this every day. I've been saying this every day for 18 months. And unless you're not paying attention, you've got selective hearing like most married people do. Then, you know, it's funny. This is Facebook Live and it's recorded, and my wife and my daughter watches this, right? So I'll hear about that one later on. Now, unless you're not listening, why aren't you following the model? Because I've been telling you this for 18 months. Add one new person to your database every day. It's just that simple. Now, that's the idea of an indirect offer. It gets me in relationship. In other words, if I did something as simple as, hey, for an updated market analysis on your property, or in order to find out what your home is worth today, click www.whatsmyhomeworth.com. And I capture that information and I'm adding them to my database. I'm building a relationship. Simple. Indirect offer, capture, enter them into my database, and then nurture the relationship. All right. If you are offering a home for sale and they respond, that is a direct offer and an immediate response. They're immediately interested in buying. If, on the other hand, you offer a free report of some kind, and they respond, that is an indirect offer and an immediate response. They are immediately interested in the report, but haven't indicated an immediate interest in buying or selling. So when you mail your golden letters, part of the golden letter is offering a market update on their neighborhood. Yes? Is that a direct or an indirect offer? Indirect. Just so you know, I gave you the answer. There it is. Now, when they respond, hold on a second, guys. Okay. When they respond, you're capturing their information, you're entering them into your database, and then you're going to build a relationship. You're building a relationship for future business. Remember, all leads are good. There are no bad leads, just real estate agents who don't follow up. All right. Direct offers seek to generate immediate responses to buy or sell, and indirect offers seek to generate immediate responses for something from you other than to buy or sell. One is a path to immediate business, and one is a path to immediate services that might lead to future business. it will lead to future business, just not necessarily with that person. In other words, I promise you, if you do this, it works and you will close sales. Now, if 10% of your database is going to buy a home every year or refer someone to you, then 90% isn't. Now, if you focus on the 90%, you're going to say this doesn't work. However, if you succeed 10% of the time and you have 250 people in your database, you close 25 deals and you made $250,000. Holy cow. We are not judged by the number of times we succeed. We are not judged by the number of times we fail. We are judged by the number of times we succeed. And the number of times we succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times we can keep trying. Simple. Focus on the yeses and ignore the nos. By the way, if you're taking notes, write that down. Focus on the yeses, not the nos. If you focus on the no's, you're going to stop asking. The reason I didn't have more dates when I was in high school is because I focused on the no's. If I would have known what I know today, I just would have asked everybody, and eventually somebody's going to say yes. I would have had a lot more fun if I knew this then. Yes, John's dating service. Brian, talk to me.
Quick question for clarification. So when you say put one person in the database, if I made calls yesterday and one person said, let's say, I'm interested, I don't have time, call me back tomorrow. Is that putting someone in the database or not?
You have to capture their contact information, which means their phone number, their address, their email, and you have to have a positive response to, I'd like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. That simply means that I send them interesting information on the market once a month, and I call every 3 or 4 months just to check in. Would it be okay if I added you to that group? So you have to capture their information, and you have to have a positive response to, I'd like to stay in touch with you and keep you updated on the market. Now, will you have those two things and you add them to your database? Then yes, that counts as somebody new added to your database. If I call somebody and they say, I can't talk right now, call me tomorrow. No, that doesn't count. Right? Got it. Okay. Regardless of which you offer, which you got.
John, sorry, John, sorry.
What
if they gave you a meeting? So instead of saying, call me back tomorrow, they say, let's meet tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still going to get a yes to, I'd like to stay in touch with you and send you valuable information on the market once a month. Here's why. Because technically, if they're on a do not call list and I don't get yes to that question, then I'm actually violating the do not call list.
Got it.
Get yes to that question. Okay. Regardless of which offer you make, you always want people to respond now. To do this, you must practice the simple concept of MOFIR. Make offers for immediate response. Make offers for immediate response. Here's another offer. For an updated list of the best buys in Coral Springs, contact me at johndietz@kw.com. That's an immediate offer for response. For an updated list of properties that are in foreclosure, contact me. For best buys, there's a number of different offers that you can make that would cause somebody to want to get a hold of you, right? For a list of the top 10 things you can do to increase the market value of your home, email johndietz@kw.com. That is making offers for immediate response. It's an indirect offer. Now, bottom of the page. The bottom line is that to be an effective lead generator, you need to make offers that motivated buyers or sellers will respond to right away. Page 62, middle of the page. Oh, first of all, look at the quote from Gene Rivers. Gene Rivers is a friend. For those of you who live in South Florida, his story is pretty awesome. Gene Rivers had a real estate business, a real estate very successful business, 30 million plus in closed volume in Homestead. And then Hurricane Andrew happened. For those of you who are from South Florida, you remember this. Well, for those of you who are from South Florida that are older than 30 years old, you remember this. Guilty. I don't remember the year, but I want to say it was 90, 91, 92. There we go. Not bad. And his business was gone. His home was gone. The market he worked was gone. And Gene Rivers had a choice. He could rebuild or relocate. And he relocated to Tallahassee. Now listen to this. Within a year and a half, he was back to closing $30 million a year in business in a brand new market. All he did is he took the recipe, the formula, the blueprint that he learned from the millionaire real estate agent, and he took that to Tallahassee and he plugged in. And he did the same things there that he was doing in Homestead. And within a year and a half, he was closing $30 million a year in business. And today, holy cow, he's got a massively successful business. He owns a half a dozen offices. He's got passive income in the millions. He's living a really incredible life, right? Yeah. So here's what Gene Rivers has to say. Lead generation is a 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, there is nothing more important for my business. You know, if I said, hey guys, show up for Survive to Thrive today, we're going to start at 9 o'clock. And I opened it up with, okay, I want to share a quote with you from Gene Rivers. First of all, here's Gene's story. Now here's the quote. Lead generation is a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. There is nothing, underline nothing 100 times. Exaggeration, but underline it more than once. There is nothing more important for my business. There is nothing more important for your business. In other words, lead generate every day until you've hit your standard for appointment scheduled. Period. The end of class, make it a great day. You would get value from that meeting, especially if you took what I said and you plugged in and you did that, you would get massive value. Kevin Morris, yes or yes?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Hey, Kevin, by the way, how many people do you have in your database?
About 118,000.
Okay. Did you guys hear that?
Wow.
Now, out of 118,000, how many of them are on smart plans?
Close to 90 now, 90,000.
Close to 90,000.
Yeah, I had to split them out between Suzanne and Sandra.
Amazing,
Wow.
right? Yeah, there you go. There's somebody who gets it. Proud of you, Kevin. All right, middle of the page, 62. You're looking for opportunities to convert people to immediate business, and that and is so important. And you are also looking for opportunities to get into dialogue with people for future business. So many real estate agents get so hung up on right now business that they forget about future opportunities. When you have 118,000 people in your database and 90,000 on smart plans, you are focused on future business. You're focused on the top of the funnel, not the bottom of the funnel. The bottom of the funnel is there were 5.6 million homes sold in the United States in 2020. Bottom of the funnel. The top of the funnel is there are 83 million homeowners in the United States. Now I can chase the $5.6 million homes that are being sold, or I can build relationships with the 83 million living at the top of the funnel. Now, when you see ads from these companies like Zillow and Redfin, and they're advertising their consumer app, and they're driving people to their website? Are they focused on the top of the funnel or on the bottom of the funnel? The answer is the top of the funnel. They get it. They're looking to build relationships. When you go to CVS and they ask you for your phone number and your name, your email, the name of your oldest child, how many dogs and cats you have, sarcasm, they're focused on the top of the funnel. The bottom of the funnel is that product they're selling to you. If I go there today and I'm buying a pen, bottom of the funnel, they could care less about selling me that pen. Now, the value for them is to capture my information. They're building a database. When Netflix first started their company, they were called Netflix. Pay attention. And at the time, there was no such thing as streaming videos. You could not turn on your TV and click on a movie and watch it. What Netflix was actually doing at the time when they first started their company is you would order movies online. They would actually mail the disc to your home. Now, what did they need in order to mail that disc to your home? Your address. You were ordering online. They got your email address. They got your phone number. They got your name. They could care less about you renting that video. They were focused on the top of the funnel. Now, they called the company Netflix, short for internet. It had nothing to do with the internet. How smart was that? They were focused on the top of the funnel, not the bottom of the funnel. Now, Amazon, same story. Now, if it worked for them, do you think it will work for you? Kevin Morris, yes or yes?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
it's worked for us.
Thank you.
It works for us. Look at June.
How many people do you think live in South Florida? What do you think the population is? If there's 83 million homeowners in the United States, how many homeowners are there in South Florida?
9 million.
Diane says 9 million. If there's 83 million homeowners in the United States, I would say 82 million of them live in Coral Springs. But anyways, it feels that way if you're driving somewhere.
Or how many homeowners?
Yeah.
How many people live?
Let's go with 5 million. What would it look like if all 5 million were in your database? Kevin, is that a goal? I'm guaranteed he's going to say yes.
Yeah.
Kevin's
Yeah.
goal is to get 5 million people in his database. Yeah. Right.
Goals to have everybody.
Right. So
Everybody.
be the Diet Coke of real estate. If you ask me, John, name a soda, or if you're from the Northeast, it's name a pop. Right? Yeah. And my answer is Diet Coke. Now, if you say, John, name another soda, the second one is Diet Coke. And the third one is Diet Coke. In other words, there's only one. You want to be the Diet Coke of real estate. It's just that simple. For the 118,000 people that are in Kevin and Suzanne's database, they want to be the Diet Coke of real estate so that when those people think about real estate, they think about Kevin and Suzanne because they're eventually going to move. Maybe not today, maybe not 6 months from now, maybe not even a year from now, maybe it's 5 years from now. By the way, awesome. I'm going to be selling homes in 5 years. Can I get your email address? Can I get your mailing address? Because I'm selling homes 5 years from now. When somebody says, oh, I'm just looking. One of my favorite lines when I was working in open house and somebody would come into the open house and say, oh, I'm just looking. I'm not going to buy a house for another 2 or 3 years. Awesome. I'm selling homes 2-3 years from now. Can I get your contact information? Sign in here. All right. Give me your ahas.
We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. It's in your what is work. It's the opportunity is not just for today, the opportunities for.
Yeah, forever. Yeah, I'm building a business that's going to be successful a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I am focused on future business. And while I'm at it, am I going to find people who need to buy and sell today? Yes, I am.
I mean, I'm building a business that my kids are going to take.
There you go.
What do you say?
Building a business that his kids are going to take.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm with you. The only reason I'm still working is to create generational wealth for
Right.
Colin and Lacey, because my passive income pays my bills. I don't need to work. I'm creating opportunity for my children.
And I'm working on getting to that point.
There you go.
Mhm.
That's our
John,
goal.
Shirley.
a couple of things when you were sharing about Gene River, Gene, and I also remember Steve Harvey saying he can go and do whatever because he know what it takes to be successful. And we know success is simple, not easy. So I think we just have to I just have to keep that in my mind. I just have to consistently do the work. If it's a standard, it's a standard. It's not one day I do it, one day I did not. So I just got to keep putting in the work.
Awesome job. I heard something on Kevin Elko yesterday, Shirley, that I think would help you with that. I think it would help all of us. Kevin Elko is the sports psychologist for the University of Alabama, has over 32 national championship rings. And one of the things that he shared yesterday was write your goals down every day. Pretty simple.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty goals.
Daily.
I used to have a boss who tell me, because I used to work in Tancher before in Mexico, and then I have a boss who tell me to write the goals every night that you're going to sleep. And he say, if you want to be success, do it. If it's not, don't do it. Honestly, me, I'm like, I didn't do it, honestly. But that is being told me long time ago.
Could you start today?
Mhm.
Yes, definitely. I have
Yeah.
my goals. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you hear people say, oh, if I could be 21 again, I've said it. And here's what I know about that. No matter how old you are, there's going to come a day when you wish you were this age again. I promise you. Now, live your life like it's a do-over. Starting today. If you could go back 10 years, 20 years, what would you do different? Well, start doing that today. Because there's going to come a time when you want to be this age again. I promise you, no matter how old you are, there's going to come a time when you want to be this age again. Right? And I love what I do for so many reasons because I have an opportunity to impact other people for good, to change lives. And I've got somebody in the room, Jose, I'm going to pick on you for a moment, who just joined Keller Williams yesterday. And I said, Jose, I'm going to know how serious you are about succeeding by how often I see you. Now, day one, here he is. And he just wrote down what I said, right? There's going to come a day when you want to be this age again. I promise you, live your life as if you could go back in time and live a do-over. Now, Jose, how old are you? 20. That's why I'm talking about this. Now, imagine where he's going to be when he's 40. Holy cow. Imagine where he's going to be when he's 30. Absolutely amazing. You have an opportunity to live as if you got to go back in time and start over at 20, because good news, young man, you are 20. Live your life like it's a do-over. Live your life like it's a do-over. Larry, to answer your question, I approved the final edit on Rainmaker yesterday. So it's in the publisher's hands. As soon as they complete whatever they need to do, it will be available. My best guess is 2 or 3 weeks. And when it is, I promise you guys will be the first to know. When it is, I'm going to order a couple hundred books that I will have on hand. If anybody wants to order one from me personally, they can. Otherwise, it's going to be on like over on 100 different websites,
Putting my
including.
order in now.
Can
Uh,
I have it
Putting
autographed?
my order in now.
I want it signed.
you guys are.
This is probably one of those things that you need to be present in the room.
That you guys are awesome. Yeah, I will create an order form for, I will find help from my tech savvy friends. And I will create an opportunity for you guys to pre-order this book. And yes, I will be glad to sign a copy for anybody who pre-orders the book. And no, you don't have to be in, you don't have to be present. I will send it to you. And thank you. All right, time to get to work. What is work?
20 conversations a day,
There we
not
go.
19, 18, or 17 conversations. When I have 17 conversations, because it's close enough, I have settled. The 18th conversation could have been $1 million listing that I did not get. I never knew because I did not make the call. Do not settle. Lead generate to get 1 to 2 appointments a day. The purpose of the call is to make care calls, not sales calls. Always lead with gratitude. Remember to say thank you and thank you for taking my call. I appreciate you. Bring value to every single conversation. Every day in every conversation, focus on getting one face-to-face appointment with someone that wants to sell real estate, getting a referral and adding one person to my database and building a relationship. Set non-negotiable standards. Live up to those standards. 20 conversations a day is a standard. One face-to-face appointment per day is a standard. Adding one person to my database every single day is a standard. Find someone today that is thinking about buying or selling real estate, whether it's 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now. It does not matter because I will need listings and buyers a year from now. I am looking for opportunity, period. Not opportunity today, opportunity, period. Because I've entered those 250 people into my pipeline, I follow up with them forever because I reject rejection. I will follow up with at least 250 people in the next 12 months. No is not a word that lives in my vocabulary. No simply means not yet. Because I followed up every single day, I have created emotional proximity. People do not change their minds. They make a new decision based on new information. Since I have emotional proximity, when they make a new decision, they hired me. I keep calling because success is absolutely guaranteed. Make it a great day.
Awesome job. Sorry about that. Simon's gonna go disinfect now. Here.
No,
Okay.
no, you have a very projected voice.
Oh, did I scare you? I'm
No, you
sorry.
didn't see it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did. I have a big voice. All right, time for scripts and role play. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna stop record and get off Facebook and we're gonna get started.